everybody, and welcome to the Rendezvous with Ana and
Smruti Gopal. Hello, everyone.
And today we are going to be talking about a verse from the Tao Te Ching by Stephen Mitchell. And the verse, it's verse number 79, and this is how it goes. Failure is an opportunity. If you blame someone else, there is no end to blame. Therefore, the master fulfills her own obligations and corrects her own mistakes. She does what she needs to do and demands nothing of others. So, I found this verse, just reminding me of a very important word, Anna, which is co-creation. But you tell me what it brings up for you when you hear this verse.
Okay, Smruti. I hope I heard it right because I don't have it now written here. But it's talking about the failure, but like quote unquote failure. I mean, nothing is just failure. We people like to label things and stuff and situations and ourselves as failure or success. But what Tao says is that it's not failure. Every failure, we can look at it like an opportunity to grow, to learn, to evolve, to get some new lessons. Then, if we look at it that way, then we can't even say it's failure. You know, I don't even use that word. So for me, it's hard to even, when I say failure, I need to have this quote unquote, you know, because what is failure? Who can tell that something is failure? Now I can give million examples, but imagine if you were stopped, like you get sick and you can go to some birthday party tomorrow, and imagine like you are sad, it's failure for you, or you felt some exam, but imagine if you imagine if you was trying to get to some job and then you failed, you didn't succeed to get that job. And imagine if you were saved in that way. Like if we look from bigger perspective, maybe you would go to that job and something bad will happen, some tragedy, maybe you will crash your car or something while going to that job. So it was success not getting that job. And many examples I can give, and we all can give every day if we really look from that perspective. And it's sometimes it's sad when we people just label things. We just label something as failure, something as success, but it's not. It's really, and later also Tao says that what was the last part?
It says, therefore the master fulfills her own obligations and corrects her own mistakes. She does what she needs to do and demands nothing of others.
Yes, great. Because when we fail, we also tend to blame others. Like if we didn't get that job, then that boss is stupid, that company is crazy, they don't know, you know, we blame them. Or if we failed an exam, we blame a professor, and we tend to blame others. If our marriage broke, we blame our ex-spouse or anyone. But if we step into our own power without blaming anyone, because what's the point? What's the point of labeling something as failure, or a point of blaming something? No point of it. Every situation can be just success, just situation as it is. Because we are stepping in this moment in time, and from now on we will make new decisions, we will try to learn some new lessons and pick some great lessons to grow from it, and to be even better and to know more after, and to co-create from this moment in time our future, co-create our reality, how we want to live it, co-create our life from now on, not staying in the past, because calling something failure and blaming someone for it is just living in the past. It's not even the present moment. It happened. Now, from this moment in time, what we will do, like what Tao says, no failure, no blaming, but taking new steps and going further and co-creating our reality from now on. Okay, now you can say what you think about it, and like this verse is really amazing. I can talk about it for hours, because it's really deep and it touches us, and many people need to still understand that little part of failure or success and labeling something.
Yeah, Anna, I think I really like the way you say failure is an opportunity for growth, because I totally agree with that. I think in life, you don't know. You're just having a myopic view of what is there in front, in that small view that we have. But in the bigger picture, this failure can be something that was so instrumental for many other things. Like you rightly said, I think these are the two words that even stood out for me. That is the part of the failure being a portal of growth, and blame. And what I think is, I've noticed this for myself. Of course, I blame many people, but of the most important person that I keep blaming very often is my husband. And when I do it, I realize that it is the coping mechanism of my ego to immediately jump up and blame it on another, so that I don't have to take that responsibility, right? So the part that a wise person does is to see the co-creation. What was my role in that particular interaction? It can't be a one-way street. Obviously, we both have something to contribute to that situation. And I think understanding what was my role, what was my contribution, how can I do something different? So I think that takes me to the cause and effect, right? What was my cause? What was the effect? What was my cause again? And aligning to the present moment and making sure to act from a space of presence for each cause that happens will determine an aligned kind of life. So this verse, like you rightly said, is so important at so many levels. First of all, if we start looking at anything as a failure, then there is going to be no growth for us. We learn from our failures and everything. And also, blaming another is not going to bring us any growth either. We are only going to perpetuate what is happening, or even make it worse. So like the Tao rightly says, the master, when the Tao talks about the master, it's each one of us. When we are in our adult selves, or when we are in our wise selves, we are the masters, and we lead our life by taking responsibility and seeing what our co-creation is in every moment. Right, Anna? What do you think?
Yes, I agree. And now also one situation happened which can be a failure of this video, because my family just came at home, and now I put myself on mute because my daughter immediately started yelling and playing something. But as you said, nothing is failure. I could also say to you, okay, Smruti, now stop this video and now go again, because now it failed. They just entered and like they were ringing. I didn't even open, and they locked and came. But I maybe also it was a great example, like some synchronicity and universe bringing this to show, to prove, because at the beginning I was trying to make up some examples and thought about examples, and now real example came, like is this video now a failure? Is this conversation now a failure or a success? Is this now a great success to show people, okay, not only theoretically, but really like nothing needs to be failure, it can be success. From this moment in time, I had choice. What will I do and how will I co-create? From this moment in time, when they entered and she started to screaming immediately, I put a mute that you finish yours, and then I tell them like only half minute, and then I'm now saying this like really we like universe even gave us a great proof, but we or I look at it that way and took it as a success, as a point. From now on, I will co-create in that way, not looking at it as a failure and finishing everything and starting again.
That's so beautiful, right? The universe gives us live examples, and it's so
Yes.
beautiful to take. Like, see, that's the thing. Putting it as a name, as a failure, itself takes out everything from it, right? Looking at it as a growth opportunity. Look how much you can learn from everything that just happens around you from your day-to-day life, right? And just understanding that this is here to teach me something, or even for me to be okay with whatever is, right? Even that is a big lesson, I guess. So
Yes.
I'll just read the verse again for our viewers. It says, failure is an opportunity. If you blame someone else, there is no end to blame. Therefore, the master fulfills her own obligations and corrects her own mistakes. She does what she needs to do and demands nothing of others. So the buck stops here. So until we meet again, I hope this verse will keep ringing in your ears, and see all those moments in your life where you're waiting to put the blame on others and looking at failure as something that was a disaster. So thank you for joining us, and see you next week. Bye bye.
Yes. Thank you. Bye bye bye.